Hello, this is Soundout here with my sixth and final Figma review for a while. Kamen Rider Wrath SP31. Technically, it could be the Xaviax figure art if you stretch your imagination a little bit, considering that this guy never really fought in the show without him being possessed by Xaviax. Orange. Guard vent, sword vent. Arms crossed. Thing. Side picture. There. All 13 riders together. Even though there's only one in its box, but it's besides the point. I spent all this money on these. Well, anyways, let's get on with this final review for a while. Yeah. I'm sorry I haven't done belt thing. I don't have the decks for them. So here is Kamen Rider Wrath. You will never see this figure hit the ground because even though they didn't do it in America, in Japan, this guy like never was on the ground. He was always floating. And it looked awesome. So we're repeating that here. So as you can see, here's Kamen Rider Wrath. He can attempt to cross his arms. It does it on the box a lot better. I just don't really know how to do it, I guess. For now, we'll get his arms out of the way. I just wanted to show you can attempt to do it. Except things have to be pulled out, and it's kind of a mess. It's really not worth it, but posing him with one of his awesome accessories is cool. First off, I want to say this figure is really solid. It's the last of the 13 riders set. If we get any more after this guy, well, after Blank Knight, I should say, then they'll just kind of be extras. But this is the last of the 13 riders, and it can almost be considered Xaviax, because Xaviax was possessing this body, and the only time I saw it in the show was when it was Xaviax possessed the body. So, you know, it's pretty cool. As you can see, he's got this nice phoenix design. As you can see on his belt here. It is a gold belt to symbolize some superiority here. It's a gold belt here, which is different from the others. You got nice gold and gold accents. It's really nice looking. There's some bronze, and it's really nice looking paint job. Now, unlike... Oh, God. Okay, these are supposed to do that. Alright, that's... I freaked out there. These are made of some slightly rubbery plastic. I would be kind of careful with them, based on how Figmas are going so far with stuff breaking. But as you can see his head there, it looks really nice. I mean, there's not much to say aside from it looks really nice. Down to his feet even. He's got the same articulation as everybody else. I'm not going to go through it again. You've seen it probably a lot of times by now. Not quite 13. He is a little bit limited in the shoulders because of his shoulder pads, but they didn't try to make him stupid like Sting's, so that is cool. But, you know what? He turned out really great. Accessories for, you know, he's got his stand, obviously, or else he can't float in the air like that. He's got his bag with another useless instruction sheet. He's got his hands here, which are actually got some nice double paint apps on him. Be careful, he's a little pointy there. He is not pointing on the helmet, but on the arm guards. You get, I want to talk about this, you get a staff here, which is his card reader, with the card reader part here. This is the open attachment you get. You actually get two attachments. You get this one, which is designed to put the 3 survive mode cards in, but they never did that in America because there's only 2 survive mode cards since Wrath never got his, but like Wii Knights go there. The middle one, which would, well, I guess you called Sirens, could go there, and then Dragon Knights over here and make the bird thing. That's how it worked in Japan. It never worked in America. This can also, you can swap this out for the closed Phoenix, which I must say is a very nice looking top to his staff. This part would drop down for the card reader. I really don't know how, though. Oh, the handle moves. The handle pulls that down. Okay. The staff is a little warped on mine. It's not going to bend back. I don't want to break it like I did Siren's Sword Vent. But you can see like the Wrath logo is there, and you know, it looks really nice. It's better than having some hinge joint that probably would break. But you know, this is kind of subdued. This is really cool though. I must say this is the mode I'm going with the wings all splayed out, and this is how it's typically seen in the show. So what can you say? Aside from the fact that if you take one of his holding hands and slot it in here, and he can take a hold of the staff in either hand. Typically this hand, because that's where the card goes, is in here. But you know, he can hold it. He can still look freaking badass. But really, that's not what he typically uses. It's just kind of a staff. Same with Strike. He kind of just used it to summon things. But without further ado, so you can see you get his twin sword vents, which look very nice. They're the talons of the Phoenix, I believe, the top talons. They look really good. He holds them pretty well. They are a little loose in his hands. But then again, he's been holding the staff in both hands now. That is kind of a wide grip anyway. But he looks pretty cool. You can also pose him like just ready to cut somebody down, like Dragon Knight or Wing Knight or somebody. But yeah, he's totally ready. He's just, yeah. I mean, their two swords are exactly the same. Not much of a difference. Now, something that turned out really nice was the guard vent. Typically, I just kind of blow guard vents off. I don't really use them in case of Siren. I kind of do, but yeah, Siren and Sazor use theirs because I just got bored one day. Dragon Knight doesn't use his ever on my display. Wing Knight, his cape's a guard vent, but it's a cape more than a guard. I really don't use any of the others, but this one I might actually use. It's actually pretty neat. You got this, like, it actually works as a weapon too. It's like really, it's actually pretty sharp. You got the nice stuff. It just looks really good. Here's the thing you can do. You can take that drag visor holding hand that nobody needs aside from a couple of them. He doesn't need it, so just put it on here and leave it on there and just pull the shield on and off. You'll have less problems and less break issues. But there you go. I mean, he just looks pretty cool with the sword and the shield working together, unless his stand gives out, in which case he's no longer floating. He's kind of crashing. But I mean, you can even like impale people, just like from above here. I don't know, it looks really, really cool, surprisingly. You've seen this card 13 times now. All that's different is the exploding animal. This time it's a phoenix. Posing montage time! I'll use this as the video thumbnail. But anyway, I am blown away how good Kamen Rider Wrath is. There's not anything in there I feel like I'm going to break very easily. He just looks really good, and he is awesome. I can totally recommend it to anybody at all. I don't even care if you don't like Kamen Rider. Get this figure. It's freaking awesome. A little restricted on the shoulders, but nothing you can't get around. It's just a fantastic figure, and it's probably the only version of Zeta X we're going to get, so here's all our bad guys right here. From Incisor, Torque, Camo, Strike, Thrust, Spear, Axe, and then Wrath, just kind of controlling everything. And they're all the riders together. Yes, I got off my lazy ass and moved them into the set. Even though the TV's just like 10 feet that way. Here they are. This is the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight Figma riders. All 13 of them. but we still have one more to go. But overall, I'm really happy with my purchase here. Let's not try to add up how much I spent. But anyway, stay tuned for Blank Knight's review whenever that comes around. Check out Writers, Range, and Rambles for token news in the craziest possible. Discuss these on the RAM boards. Until next time, Sound saying goodbye.